So let's jump right into passwords. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is Online Office. This is a Lone Wolf product. For those of you that have been around for a while, it used to be Where to Live, but Where to Live did sell out to Lone Wolf. So when you hear me talk about it, sometimes I forget and refer to it as a different product, but ultimately it's Lone Wolf. This is our Michigan version that you're seeing here. So if you have an agent come to you and they can't get into Online Office, if they can't get their webmail, if they can't get their email on their phone set up because they don't know their password, this is where you can come to help them. They can do a password reset request on the login screen, but if they don't know their secret question, including how they capitalize that secret question, then they may not be able to reset that password. But you can very easily do that for them. So you're seeing the dashboard of Michigan. Florida and Ohio look very similar. They probably have a little bit of a different banner going, but it's a similar product. All of the menus on the side. So what you do is click on Organization and Users. And then depending on your security level, you'll either see all the agents in your office, multiple offices, or the company if you're on a company level. So all you have to do is pull up the account. You can do it by last name, first name. You can scroll down the list however you want to do it. Once that comes up, you don't want to click on Website Builder because that's how you help them with their website. You want to click on their name. Once you click on their name, their user account comes up. And then what you want to do is over here to the right is the menu, and you want to click on Security. This is where the password is, and this is where they can reset their security question. So you can reset the password, you can ask them what they want it to be, or you can simply reset it to what you want. Typically when I'm resetting passwords for agents, I make it something super simple, like the date. So for example, it'd be October with a capital O, because we all know Online Office you have to have a capital letter. And then I would do something like October 1818. So as long as it's an easy password, then once they log in after you've changed it, it's going to prompt them to create a new password for whatever they want it to be. So that's how you can get their password super simple, real easy for Online Office. Again, that affects them logging into Online Office and into their webmail. Also, if they've added their email to their mobile devices or their mail app, Outlook, whatever it might be, they would need that password. So that's how you can help them reset that without having to call the help desk. However, if you do need to call the help desk, you can see in the lower left here where it says Contact Member Services. You can click on that and it's going to pull up an email that will immediately allow you to email them. You can also call them if you want at 1-800-709-2879. So that is the help desk number for Lone Wolf / Where to Live for Online Office. We do recommend that they do change their passwords. Ideally, it would be twice a month, but once a month, even once a quarter is better, just for the security purposes of their webmail, because we all know that hackers love to get into agents' emails because of all the contracts and wire transfers and all of that stuff that's going through. So that's Online Office. Again, you start from the dashboard, and then you want to click on Organization, and then Users. Once you find the user, you click on their name and you go to Security. And that's how you can update their password for them. It's also how you can update your own password if you're choosing to update your password. So that's Online Office. So let's talk about CB Exchange. So a lot of you are aware from the dashboard in all three regions, if you scroll down to where it says Partner Links and you click on CB Exchange, that's going to auto log the agent in. However, that does not help them with Zap or CBX. So we do recommend that if your agents are accessing CB Exchange this way, that we still do a password reset for them so that they can access Zap, because Zap will not auto log them in unless they have their password saved in their history. If your agent is not able to click on CB Exchange and have them log it in, the first thing that you want to check is back to their user account, back to their name. You want to go to Details, scroll down. This CREST ID and CB Secure Agent Code have to be filled in. That is what tells the system how to auto log them into CB Exchange. That's what is feeding the bridge between Online Office and CB Exchange. So if those are incorrect or blank, or if there is a 0 in there, they won't be able to auto log into CB Exchange. So that's what you can check first for them. Side note, if their Realogy ID is blank, which mine is because I don't have listings, this will not allow their listings to feed to Dash if that's blank. So we do have to have that filled in. So if your agent's listings are not feeding to Dash, that's the first thing that you can check to make sure that it was filled in correctly. And we have some paperwork on to show you how to do that if you need that. So back to CB Exchange, again, like I said, they can auto log in from the little link here on Online Office, but again, they need their password if they're going to be using Zap or CBX. So the easiest way to do that, now we're on the home screen of CB Exchange. If they are already logged in, they can click in the upper left and then log out, and then they'll take them back to this screen. All they have to do here is click Forgot Password, put in their username, which keep in mind, even though the Coldwell Banker emails have gone away, it's still their username for all of the brand products. CB Exchange, CBX, Zap, it's still their username. It's not an email address anymore, but it is their username. So if they've ever put in a secret question, that is the fastest, easiest way in order to reset their password. So if they click Show My Secret Question, big shocker there for my secret question, right? And then they can answer it and set password. Immediately it takes them to another screen where they can type in a new password. So you can see that that's the quickest, fastest way to reset a password. The other option is if it says once they click on that they don't have a secret question, they can type in their username, click Email Me a Temporary Password, and then it's going to email them that password to their business email. And that's whatever it is in Dash, as we've discussed before, whether it be cbschmidtohio.com, CB Great Lakes, CBSMFL, whatever their business email, even if it's Gmail or AOL, that's the email address that's going to have their password sent to. Once you click on Email Me a Temporary Password, it pops up another screen and it'll actually show you which email address it was sent to. So you can verify to the agent that they are getting email at that address and that they received the password. Now, once in a great while, because we are dealing with the brand, sometimes those email addresses, or sometimes the emails for the password reset won't go through. If you give it an hour and you haven't seen it, you can try to relaunch one, or you can call the help desk. They can also reset the password for the agents by calling 877, the number 4, and then spell out Coldwell. And no, you don't need the last L, it's too many digits, but it will go through if you start spelling out Coldwell. So again, that's 877, the number 4, Coldwell. And yes, Denise, I know you could reset my password. Probably half the company could reset my password given my secret question, so probably should be updating that, or somebody might just have a little prank on me and change my password. So good point. So that is CB Exchange. Again, they can auto log in from Online Office, but when they want to go to Zap, myzap.com or CBX, whether it be the listing experience or the seller leads, they're going to need their username and password. So please recommend to them that even if they are using the pass-through, that they do go through the process, get their password, and then they'll be good to go. Now, unlike Online Office, where we request that they do change them more frequently because it does affect webmail, CB Exchange is fine. They can set their password and keep it for the rest of their career if they want to. There is no security risk with CB Exchange and keeping the same password. We simply recommend it for Online Office because of the webmail. So Online Office's password is the same as their webmail password, and that's why we recommend updating them more frequently. A couple other passwords that sometimes can be a pain in our butt are ListHub and Listings to Leads. So ListHub, you're not actually able to help them reset their password. And a lot of times what's happening, there's been a rash of these in Florida, we see it in Michigan quite frequently, is your agents end up with 2 ListHub accounts. A free one, because they can go to ListHub today, any agent can, and get a free account. But the one that they want to log into is the one under our company umbrella because they get the seller reports for free. So if your agent is in there and they're going to reporting and it's asking for a credit card number, let me know, because what I can do is I go into the company account and I can pull up all of the users, and it's going to show me if they've actually ever signed in. So you can see if it's active, it gives me their username. Or if they've been invited, that means they've not signed up into their premium account under the company umbrella. So a lot of times when an agent is saying they're asking for a credit card, I'll get in here and sure enough they have 2 user accounts. So they need to log in under the username that we have for them. If they cannot access it and they're not able to do a password reset, all they have to do is let me know, or you guys can let me know. I delete their account and then I re-invite them. The great thing with that is if they've set up seller reports in the past, any of their information doesn't go away. It stays on the company platform so that when they are re-invited and they reset up their account, It's all still there for them, so they don't lose a thing. So that's a great way to get them back into ListHub. So if you have agents saying that it's asking for a credit card payment, have them reach out to me, or um, uh, have them contact you, and then you contact me, and I'll resend that. So now listings to leads. Again, as admins and ASCs, we do ask that you, as in your office, put in your new agents. So you are doing the passwords for them. So of course, if they can't get in, all you have to do is log into the broker portal, which is what you're seeing here. I'm in the 522 office. If you go to agents, and this is especially report. Oh, I guess I'm not in 522. I'm in Indian River. So it's important to know if you are a newer admin or ASC and maybe a previous one set them up, you can easily come in here and reset the password for them. You simply go into the agent by clicking their name. You want to come down to where it says credentials, and then it shows you their username, which can be updated if you want it to, and then you can reset their password. And listings to leads is pretty easy. It just has to be 5 characters, so it's a pretty easy way to reset the password. So let's see if there's any questions. Janie asks, what is their typical username? Janie, let me know what program that you are asking that on, because I kind of jumped over your question and went from ListHub to listings to leads. So if you ListHub. So ListHub is generated by the agent. The agent picks this username. We have no control over it. They're asked to put one in. They can do anything they want. So it can be kind of hard for them to remember that, which is good that I can get in there and look at it because they don't always remember. It doesn't have to be their email address like CB Exchange. They can put any old thing they want in there. So yeah, have them reach out to me if they don't know what it is. Mike would like to talk about Realogy passwords. So Mike, I'm running a little short on time, so I'm going to mute you for just a minute. So go ahead, Mike.
Okay, what I wanted to say is, while it's true that you don't have to periodically reset your password in those Realogy platforms, there are times where you have to just to be able to log in. And my suggestion, what I tell agents, is to buy a password application that syncs across sites, because your browser doesn't do a very good job in that case. It'll like for example, if you have to create a new password to log into Zap, then you're not going to be able to log in directly into CB Exchange or the other Realogy platforms, because your browser is not going to update for those websites. So just having that app and having that, it makes it a lot easier when you have to go update those other Realogy platforms.
Correct. Yes, good point. Thank you, Mike. Okay, so what Mike had mentioned was when an agent's updating a password for, say, Zap, it does autofill into CB Exchange. So CB Exchange's password is the same for Zap and CBX, but if an agent's changing it for one, it changes it across the board. And then like what he mentioned, if you're using Google Chrome to save your passwords or whatever it might be, it can confuse the system very easily. And if you're a Dash user, it does ask you to update your password every 90 days. So that was his other point. So thank you, Mike, for pointing that out. Now, there are a lot of great apps for your password. There's Keychain on a Mac. Browsers have certain things. I do want to just point one out real quick. It's the one I use. I have it as an app on my cell phone, which is an iPhone, so it syncs across to my iPads. It's in the cloud, so I'll never lose it. There's a free version, which is actually the one that I use. So I do get annoying ads, but it's really easy to click off of them. So this is called Keeper, and it's just an app on my phone. It will auto-generate generate passwords for you. If you can't think of a secure password, it will give you one, and then you can actually copy it and paste it on your phone into other applications. Or you can enter in any website that you want. It lets you put in your username, it lets you put in your password, it lets you put in notes. So if you do have a security question, you could fill that in there. And like I said, I just use the free version. So we all know that we all have millions and millions of passwords for lots and lots of sites, both for work and personal. So this is a really good app that I have found that's actually helped me keep my sanity, because I put all my passwords in there. It gives you one master password to get into the app so that not just anybody can see your passwords. Or like on the iPhone, I just have it set up with my thumbprint. So I just press it, get into my Keeper, get my PayPal account, and get my shopping on. So that's one app that you can use. There's multiple. Of course, I have iPhone. I don't know how it works on an Android, so you'd have to find that out if you're an Android user. But there's lots of different apps. Again, it can be real inexpensive to do the paid version, or again, like I said, I run the free version. So we are out of time. That is everything you need to know about passwords. A lot of times agents will ask me what their password should be. Obviously, anything to do with security with emails, you want to make it as secure as possible. So lots of characters, uppercase, lowercase numbers. Don't have it your pet's first name. Don't have it your middle name, don't have it your name, don't have it be password or 1234. So make it as secure as you can. And again, things like Keeper will generate passwords for you that are like 15 characters long, lots of characters, uppercase, lowercase, anything that you would need to know, and then it keeps it for you. So you can absolutely reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm going to give you those help desk numbers one more time. So grab a pen quick if you need it. Online office, which is Lone Wolf, is 1-800-709-2879. And then for the brand, for Coldwell Banker Help Desk, which would be CB Exchange, CBX, Zap, that would be 877, the number 4, and then Coldwell. So it's easy to remember that one, 8774 Coldwell. ListHub, I can help with usernames, listings to leads. You guys can get in there and change those passwords for your agents. And, you know, if they have problems and can't get in, reach out to me. So thank you guys so much for calling in. I really appreciate it. Look forward to this recording being put up into our YouTube SFOC virtual classroom before the end of the day. And for all of you in Michigan, I really look forward to seeing you tomorrow in Tustin, Michigan for our admin training. It's going to be a great day, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if you have any questions about that event or anything, please reach out to me and let me know. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.